Let's go.
And I've been hitting the little baby in the corner when he was in there with Javante. I don't know what kind of punches he was throwing, but I've been doing the same thing because I'm that excited about boxing right now. Now we get one of those ones we've been waiting on. We've been waiting on this one. We get Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, right? You know, Big Fish and, you know, but I don't know Bud's nickname. I guess Bud is the nickname. Listen, but he's one of the best pound-for-pound guys. Errol is one of the best pound-for-pound guys. And depending on who you talk to, that's who they're going to go with. So I got to talk to you, Dub. Who do you have in this fight? What are your thoughts on it?
I'm going to stand firm on what I've been saying since day one. I'm going with Spence. And it's either going to be an eighth round TKO or it might just go to distance. That's just me. I think Spence has a lot of power, also a lot of finesse. And also, too, even though he was in that accident some years ago, his body, he gave his body time to recover in a sense, right? So when you're down, you're rehabbing, you're coming back from a horrendous accident, give your body some time to rest. The muscle memory is still there from boxing. He's warmed up. He's ready for a big fight. He hasn't fought in quite some time. So I think this will be a good fight, man. You have two undefeated guys at the top of their games, in my humble opinion. I think Bud Crawford is a great boxer, but I don't foresee him being able to beat Spence for 12. I just don't see it. Right. So for me, I'm still leaning towards Spence, but what are your thoughts?
So I again, these are the fights that as a boxing fan you live for. You know, this is Hagler and Hearns. You know, this is Duran and Leonard. You know, it's that type of fight. And a lot of guys are saying it's a 50-50 fight. As you've seen in the other video where, again, Dub was on paternity leave. We got to shout out Dub on becoming a father, man. Y'all give him a round of applause.
Appreciate it.
You know, drop some in the comments for him. Baby twin.
Send some diapers.
Yeah, get some diapers for him. I got some on the way for him. But listen, you know, we talked about it in the other video. A lot of guys are saying this is a 50-50 fight. I think it's become 50-50 for a lot of folks because of the accident, because of the injuries with Spence. However, as you said, Dub, I love that you said that he's had time to recover somewhat. Now, the retina injury, I don't think he'll ever fully recover from that, but I think that Spence is a better defensive fighter than Crawford. We've seen Crawford get hurt by fighters that are much smaller than Spence. Will he be able to withstand the punishment that Spence is going to deliver round after round after round after round? He's going to walk him down. Listen, and I'm not saying that in a way, let's not confuse that with dog walking. I don't think he's going to dog walk him. Let's not forget, Crawford is a dog, right? He has a lot of advantages in this fight as well. I think Crawford is faster than Spence. That's one of his advantages. Crawford can fight orthodox or southpaw. And in a lot of fights, he starts off fighting orthodox and moves to southpaw later in the fight. He's very elusive. Even though he's the shorter fighter by about an inch and a half, he has a longer reach than Errol. So he's going to have the ability to try to keep Errol back, to keep Errol backing up in the fight. I think the difference here is that although, and I would say that Bud is probably a little more technically sound than Errol as well. I think he has those advantages. Errol's true advantages in this fight are that he is a guy who is the basics. He focuses on the basics. The footwork is there. He sticks to what works. It's not fancy. It's not showboating. It's not what we get with Floyd, but it's effective. He's very effective at that. And then he's the naturally bigger guy. We got to remember that in the Olympics, some 10 years ago, Errol fought at 152. He's a naturally bigger guy. He's coming down, and I think this might be one of his last fights at 147 before he moves up in weight. He's a naturally bigger guy. Crawford has come all the way up from 135. He was a unified champion at junior lightweight. Not junior lightweight, junior welterweight. I think the difference is that size over time. They're both going to bring a beat into the other, right? Neither one has been knocked down. I think in this fight, they both could hit the canvas at some point during the fight. But again, over the course of the fight, is Bud going to be willing to take the punishment that that Errol is going to dish out? And he's going to dish it out. I gotta agree with you, Dub. I don't think it's the 8th round, but I think 10th round, there could be a stoppage. Errol getting that stoppage from just the general damage that he's going to do to Bud's body. I'm not saying that Errol won't be bloody at that point either, but I think these guys are going to give us the brawl we want. They're going to be willing to stand there in the middle of the ring and fight it out. It's bad blood between these fighters and their camps, as we've seen from some of the pressers. If it doesn't end that way, the other scenario is a split decision victory for Errol if it goes the distance. Now, however, with me saying that, there is a scenario where Bud wins this fight because he is top 10 pound for pound. He is the guy who has all of these different advantages. He is the WBA champion. WBO champion. I think there is a scenario where Bud just outboxes Errol, right? Do I think the likelihood of that is high? I don't think so. But there's a 30% chance here that he just outboxes Errol. He outsmarts him. He outwits him. He pivots. He switches from orthodox to southpaw. He confuses him. And he just overall wins a good boxing match. But I think we're going to get a brawl. And in a brawl, I'm taking the bigger guy. I'm taking Errol Spence to win this fight. And I'm looking forward to seeing what fireworks pop off on Saturday night.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
For sure. Listen, Dub and I have given you our thoughts on the fight. Everybody can't be right. So you guys might not agree, but we got to hear from you. Give us that CLS treatment. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll be back with more from here in the arena.